Hello everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Beatles US Albums box set. Before I go into what's all included in this set, I'm going to just take a quick look at the comparison to the mono box set. As you can see, they're both approximately the same size. The US one is a little wider, but they both fit together nicely on the shelf. And they both have the same slide out container. And they're both packaged about the same way. They all come with the plastic protective sleeves around each album. And they are mini LP replicas as well. So on the front we have the American flag with the Beatles in front of it. Here we have the Apple logo. First of all, when you open it up, the albums are all lined up here in order. And in front there's a advertisement for the stereo remastered box set. On this side is the Beatles Love Cirque du Soleil show in Las Vegas. And here we have a 64-page book. Goes over all the different albums that are included in the set, how they differ from the UK albums, and advertisements for the albums as well. Here's the first one. Here are pictures of all the different singles that were released in the United States on Capitol. And we have a short 2-page explanation of what mixes were used and why they didn't use the original 60s mixes. And then there's track listing and credits for each of the albums. Now, like I said, each album is housed inside one of these plastic sleeves. I've taken all the rest of them off of here just to save some time. But here's the first album, Meet the Beatles. It's got the faces are kind of tinted blue on here as opposed to then the UK album was more white. Each one comes in the replica paper sleeve, and there's also a plastic sleeve inside to protect the CD. And most of the albums in here have the mono and stereo on the same CD. Here's the Beatles' second album. They all say stereo, but they got mono and stereo on the same CD. Most of the sleeves are the same. This is the soundtrack. This is a United Artists labeled album for A Hard Day's Night. Next we have Something New. Capitol retained got the rights for these songs from Hard Day's Night, so some of those songs there are the same as on this album. And the Beatles story, this is mostly, it's called a narrative and musical biography. There's not really much music on here. It's mostly interviews and press conferences and things like that. And this album is only available in the box set. You can't buy this separately like the rest of them. Here's the Beatles 65. This one's got a different sleeve. The Early Beatles. The Beatles 6. Here's the soundtrack to the Beatles' Help film. The American version has only some of the songs in the movie, and all the rest are instrumental songs. Here's Rubber Soul. And Yesterday Today, when it was originally released, the Beatles sent them this picture, possibly as a message that the Capitol record label is butchering all their albums by putting in different track listing and track order. They put the picture on there, and the public didn't like it too much. So then they pasted this picture over top of the album and released it that way. So this includes a sticker that you can put on there. Here we have Revolver. And then finally we have Hey Jude. And this one is on the Apple label. This set doesn't include Sgt. Pepper, Magical Mystery Tour, the White Album, Abbey Road, or Let It Be, because all those albums were the exact same as the UK. So here we just have all the albums that were different in track listing and order and things like that. And also, for more protection inside here, you can see they've added this foam rubber here. Really well protected set. And good sound quality. I think it's well worth the purchase. Thanks for watching.